So, what with MCA, the access that it gives you is only as useful if you really have an appreciation for it. Creatively, when I was in the subway stations, I saw a lot of art. I saw the different perspective where I could make these things look beautiful, more
Mm.
interesting. And when it comes to the project of the maze, uh, it tells the story of New York with the train being like the main character. So not in the sense of just photographing, oh, a train and people getting on off the station or a train in a particular curve. I wanted to get more of the energy and the movement,
Mhm.
uh, so that it really creates a different atmosphere when you look at the photos. Linda, how's it going?
Good. Welcome to the Art and Hustle Gallery Conversations. I would love for you to introduce yourself, even though we met a while ago.
My name's Tyler Jordan. I go by C.A.N.V.A.S, which stands for Creating a New View Around Society. My brand is called C.A.N.V.A.S. It's an art and apparel brand. These are some of my pieces. I'm a photographer and yeah, a lifelong NYC artist and explorer. I started my art career, I would say, uh, seriously, probably in 2013. And yeah, I've just been going through since. I used to be a city worker. I did 10 years working for MCA, did everything from stations to conductor to working in train operation,
Mhm.
being a train operator. And that's what really started and sparked my artistic journey. Uh, right now, my latest project is called The Maze. This
Awesome.
is not a plug. I literally just got this
Well, I
printed.
want the plugs. I want the plugs. This is all about
Definitely.
art and hustle and what you're doing,
Yeah.
how you're getting it out.
This is
So,
the hustle. The hustle is real. And yeah, I've been doing this at a high level. I would say for over the last 5 years.
mhm,
I've been doing it solo. I left my job at MCA in 2021,
mhm.
so I've been doing it for 2 years without any help, and yeah, I love it. I find the most fulfillment out of working on my own projects and doing things creatively because there are no real rules, and you can create your own boundaries. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you and everything you've done since we've met.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I'm excited. I want to know how did you leave your job and then put all your
Mhm.
money into this project? What are some tips that you can give other people that you did that you can give out and help other people as well?
Well, I didn't do it by myself, I would say, honestly. At the time, I was working with a team. We created a store called the Spot NYC. When I first had my gallery in Dumbo in 2017, they were my next door neighbors, and we often collaborated and then created a partnership that brought us from 100 square foot space in Dumbo to over 1,000 square foot space in City Point Mall,
Wow.
where we were there. Well, I was there from 2019 up until June of this year,
Hmm.
and it was a journey, and you can never do it by yourself. That's what I would say.
Hmm.
Whenever you want to go somewhere fast, you can very much count on yourself. Right, you could always count on your own like hustle and ability. But when you want to go far, when you have plans that exceed outside of your reach, it's always good to be able to have other people to help you out and lessen the load.
If you have other
Yeah.
people around you that are like-minded, who's got the same hustle and the same grind, and then
Hmm.
then you're going to be able to get further because they got other, experiences that can help the situation.
Absolutely. And yeah, I usually have this space open for people to do their own creative projects, whether it be something artistic or whether it be something social. Everything but except like parties and things like that. But I've done listening sessions here. I've done uh, performance art. I've done movie shoots here.
Mhm.
It's a lot. It's a very versatile space.
Mhm.
So
You were doing the metal pieces and the underground photos, so that makes sense that
yeah,
you were working for MTA, so you had access to all of that. What intrigued you
yeah.
about all of that and your new project, Maze?
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
So in particular, when I get, let's say, like let's just like a very awkward angle of an upward cityscape. I want to be able to I position the train literally going through the city like a maze because the city is built around it. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? The
Mhm.
train wasn't there first, so, so it shows that. So I really wanted this project to take a lot of the knowledge that I've had for not only the system itself, but the particular places where you could be able to see and capture different moods and perspectives that a lot of people wouldn't normally get access to.
Yeah.
Let me go back into the gallery
Okay.
space right real quick.
Mhm.
I have my pieces and some other pieces from some artists based out in Europe.
Mm.
And but this collection is actually going to go down.
Yeah.
This is one of my pieces right here. These are one of my metal prints. A
Yeah.
little dirty, but don't say nothing. You know, yeah. This is a piece from one of my boys, Free Art. He's based out in
Ooh,
Cali.
that's
This piece
cool.
is
That's
called
dope.
Picasso.
Oh, that's so
It's
cool.
yeah, it's a self-portrait of or the fusion of art. He did a portrait of Tupac and then combine it with Picasso style
That's
accents.
dope. I
And
love that.
yes, yeah. So yeah, man, your art pieces need to be over here too, man, for sure. But
Yeah.
this place,
Yeah.
yeah, this space right here is very, very, very like unique and special. Uh, I also do a yoga class with Lululemon, a community event called Yoga for Black People,
Mhm.
and it's I have it here once a month. The
Oh,
next
that's
class,
yeah.
yeah, the next class is in October. Well, I'm sorry, what am I saying? October. It's the 21st of this month, so in about 2 weeks. uh, yeah, and everything is very much provided by them. I'm working with a phenomenal yoga instructor. Her name is Tony Warner. She is uh, has many years in the game. She actually teaches her own yoga class called UG Soul, Yoga for Black Women.
Mhm.
So the class that we teach here once a month is called Arise and Align, and it's a 2 hour yoga class that has everything from journaling to meditation, the basic yoga stretches, and then a really intense cool down. So we also have offerings that we provide from other Black-owned businesses that are Black health and wellness businesses,
Mhm.
as well as branded merch that I do with Lululemon as offerings for anybody that attends the class.
That
So
is
yeah.
amazing. You've done so much since we met back in
Ha.
2016, 2017.
Hustle, baby, hustle. That's it, for
I love
sure.
that. I love circling back to the original, crew of people that I met back over there in Gowan. It was like around, did we meet in Gowanus or was it after Gowanus?
No, I'll tell you exactly where we met. We met at an art show at one of those Roland. Roland was
Yes,
the
Roland.
curator. His show was called uh what is it? I think something of Visions of a Curator. Visions of a Curator. And you were the headlining artist along with Hectad. I think I had some pieces up,
Hmm.
and some other people as well. What's so funny is that I stumbled upon the flyer for it. I'll email it to you. And it was really dope. And that's when I first met you. You had your own section, you had your table, you had a sign-in sheet, you had cards, you had everything. I was like, yo, what is what is happening? Yeah. And that's when I met Lagarde for the first time.
Okay.
And yeah, 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 and for sure. And
I, what I think
from then, like, yeah,
was that in the city?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was by Times Square.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was in one of those like union
Yeah.
buildings, and he got the show he pulled it off. So I thought that was pretty dope. And
Yeah.
then from there, we I started seeing you collabing a lot with Los and his gallery, in his gallery, which is a legendary space, a
Yeah.
legendary spot for sure, for sure. And you were doing your thing there, man. And at one point, I could have swore you had like you were like basically like an art rep. Like you had like so many artists that were like under you that you know what I'm saying? Like not saying under you in a sense, but you had like a catalog of artists that whenever you did a show, they were like, yo, I'm pulling up. You had like a good amount, a good catalog of artists for sure. Also just like it's more of the memories, you know what I mean? The
Hmm.
shows that you used to curate and really looking at the opportunity that you gave so many artists, it must have been really hard for because even though I've curated shows, I've done shows like in malls, I've done galleries, I've done pop-up shows, and I know that it's very frustrating having to deal with sometimes like artists being artists. So especially with me, when it's like you got to pick up your work, and I'm like. I'll see you next week, which is
Which
5 years
is
later.
it's 2023 now, and I hear about it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if you were charging me a storage fee, you would clean up, like for
I
real. But yo,
know,
Tyler,
right? I need to
got your
have a
stuff.
gallery
So
now.
it's yeah. But I really want to give you your flowers because what I saw you do with having to come up with different themes for shows, having to find different artists, having to, work with artists that are selling merch and things like that, and then having to have entertainment. Every aspect of a show that you put together had different elements that I learned from, which are very important when you're displaying work. And not only, or just saying in a sense, putting on an event, you having the aspect where you have the art on the wall, which is a process in itself of curating. Then you have to find the actual, let's say, the performance art.
Hmm.
The last time I was at your show, you had somebody doing a freestyle painting
Hmm.
on the floor.
Yeah.
Like they just that was their thing. Like they were from Japan
Yeah.
and they were just like I don't
Yeah.
even know if they spoke
Pinocchio.
English or yeah, and they were just like
Hmm.
doing their thing. And you had the photographers, you had the people getting content before content was this big. You know what I mean? You had and then you had established artists like shout out to Riz
Yeah.
Boogie. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And you also had like Brooklyn Blue, like every part of your shows had you had the right entertainment, you had the right libations, the art was always popping, it was always a vibe.
Yeah.
No one just showed up to be like, all right, come chilling outside. You
Mhm.
had people that actually you really showed a different way to connect
Thank you.
artists with buyers.
Hmm.
Yeah, without just hey, look at this new collection of work. Nah, it's an event. Check out, we got this person performing. Hey,
Hmm.
we got this person doing a live painting. Oh, we got drinks by this company. It's literally just like a fusion of all these things that
Yeah.
you now is like, you were ahead of the game in my opinion, for
Thank you.
sure.
I appreciate it. I love hearing the feedback since you were there from the beginning of the start of like Art and Hustle, even before it was Art and Hustle. When we met,
Yeah.
we did one of the first shows together at
Hmm.
Image Gallery. Half of the gallery was mine
Hmm.
and half of the gallery was yours. So
Hmm.
literally, I think that was probably my second art show that I did.
Hmm.
So you were there in
Yeah.
the birth of me becoming an artist and curator and dabbling finally into a craft that I was loving when I was doing that. And that was literally like another one of my passion projects I did while working 9
Mhm,
to 5, in the fashion
mhm.
industry, you know?
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
did it
yeah.
because
You had
it
your
was to
office
me.
in the Empire State
Yeah.
Building. Yeah,
So
I remember that. Yeah.
to me that was just fun because I thought it was hard to get into galleries when I had my collection. So I ran into Dylan's flyer on Instagram and he said he's looking for artists in Brooklyn and Gowanus. And from there I was like, all right, let's get together. I checked out the space. I rented whatever room he had for me. And I was like, let me just risk the money I have that I don't have to like
Hmm.
get into my arts because you got to follow your passions, otherwise you'll never be happy. And from there, that's how I started meeting all this community of artists, which I just thought was so beautiful because I feel like we all really support each other,
Hmm.
in the essence of like, what are you working on? Let's support you, let's promote it, let's do this. And it was just like a beautiful time, and I had so much fun curating those events. And literally it kind of just fell perfectly together, just randomly networking with people on Instagram.
Yeah. It was different. I think we had so many different phases when it comes to the different platforms or places and ways people consume art.
Mhm.
For us, when you started doing like shows, and even me, just like kind of just like putting my trying to find places where you can find visibility. Now everything is is adopted to Web3. So you have a totally brand new playing field. And I think that even though Web3 is a thing, that you had the NFT wave. You know what I mean? You had, and that was very much. I was there for the whole thing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? From the shock to the drop.
Mhm.
So and seeing how you were able to use social platforms, but really more on the emphasis of in real life uh, type of things rather than now it's everything is digital.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is like how people are able to come out and consume art post pandemic is very different than how we were able, and even
Yeah.
the boundaries that we had
Yes.
pre
Mhm.
pandemic.
Mhm.
Like pre pandemic, art show, you could just do it on the corner.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Now it's very different. Everything now you could just rely on things being digital. I
Mhm.
don't even have to have a physical gallery space. I could just have a digital gallery
Yeah.
and then just show mock-ups of things,
Mhm.
and it'll be have the same effect,
Yeah.
and it's different to go through the different waves
Mhm.
uh, and stay consistent,
Yeah, and it's before we were doing all of that stuff and like having the pop-ups and having the shows and you had your store. And then now as
Mhm.
like COVID hit, and then I had to figure out, well, I want to still be creative. So how can I change it up if I can't have a show? I literally had the last show right before everything shut down in March
Mhm.
of 2020.
Mhm.
So it's kind of
Mhm.
hysterical. That was the last show I did. I had to go on Zoom and like I wanted to start doing, contacting everybody and getting their stories of like, how did you start?
Yeah.
How did you do it? How was your childhood? How, like, what's your inspiration?
Yeah.
Like, that's how this started evolving. And it started evolving into like everyone's lifestyle of like
Mhm.
all the tips and tricks and everything.
And but it goes to show the character of people who very much can rise up to any challenge. You know what I mean? I think that there were a lot of challenges and things that we had to overcome even before we had to change our whole basically like social structure and
Yeah.
how we do things.
Yeah.
And for me, even though the pandemic was a very like it's life changing, it's to me it's just like you know, all right, it's time to adjust.
Yeah.
And I
Mhm.
think that adjusting and being able to, still maintain a connection with not only your core community, your base, but to still continue to work and get new things out and not really find yourself in a rut is a true character of not
Yes.
just a creator, but
Mhm.
just a strong-willed person, I would say. And
Yeah.
I think that we're cut from that cloth for
I, I
sure.
I totally agree. Totally. And this is the best
Mhm.
angle right here.
That's why I changed it.
Yeah. You know, like Vogue does interviews with people and they start like moving around and walking around their
Yeah,
house
yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
73 questions,
yeah.
right? So this is it. This
Yeah,
is the art and
this
hustle,
is it. This is the
73
one.
questions.
This is the
Yeah.
one. This
This
is
is the
the
perfect one right there. You see your gallery, the
cool,
angle's
cool,
good,
cool.
the lighting's good.
That, you know,
So do
hey,
yeah, you gotta do all your zooms right there.
that's it. This is the Zoom position. This
That is the Zoom's spot. Let's see. What else?
is
What
the
else
art
can
and
we
hustle spot.
this is the art hustle spot. What is describe
Um,
your dream project?
man, I think I'm working on it right now. This project that I'm working on, the maze, is it's really it's not finalized yet. It's very much for any creative that you continue to want to tweak things, continue wanting to adjust. So it's always gonna have probably something that I'm gonna be tweaking to. But right now, I just finished the first chapter.
Mhm,
It's 24 pages, and I'm gonna add another 24. So my goal is to be able to have this be like probably like 72 pages,
mhm.
um, and it'll be a photo book, and really just like not only it's mostly going to be new work, but the style of it and the structure of it is very much going to be a very highly curated New York City guide
Mm.
uh, to all around different views taken from above and above or below the city. So
I
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, definitely. I still want to keep it very much transit focused,
Yeah.
but use that to bridge from the Hurricane Sandy work where we met,
Mhm,
which is the project I was very heavy on. You know, like then even that has historic significance because it's a project that we're celebrating the 10th anniversary of this year.
mhm.
The project started in 2013. Construction lasted 14 months into 2014. So you know, just being able to have the first part of that work, bridge the gap into that, and then being able to show the city and the people that make the city special and interesting, should I say, in a different light. So all of the maze is going to be a culmination of new work, old work, but then also new work and different variations of styles
Mhm,
from underground exploration, long exposures, cityscapes, you know, candids,
mhm,
those type of things. And I'll
mhm.
probably get my writing skills on. I want to add a little. I would love to add an interview in there or
Yeah,
some sort.
yeah,
I think that would be really really dope and interesting.
yeah.
So for sure.
That's super cool. I love it. And it's ironic in the synchronicity of that also is that I started doing an art book of my own I think
Mhm.
this earlier on this year. So I'm looking to hopefully figure out to finalize that and publish that as well.
Yeah, yeah, man. Listen. You got nothing but time. I learned how to use InDesign fairly quickly through YouTube University, and
I
I did
love
my thing. I
YouTube
busted this out in a
University.
week.
That's a
Whew,
huge tip right there. Like
that's
through the
it.
entire COVID, I was like just binging on all YouTube universities. And this is how I started
Yeah.
the podcast and learning tips on how to edit my own things on like my free Mac
Hmm.
of iMovie. Like I was just like,
Hmm.
oh, I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the
Hmm.
next path is, but I'm just gonna figure it out and keep, educating myself with free material because everything literally is on YouTube.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, and that's the thing when you always keep yourself curious, and when you always think like a student, you can never put yourself in the mindset of lack. You can never lack knowledge or anything like that because you have access to it and you know how to get it.
Yeah.
So that's your mantra, the hustle.
Yeah.
You got to know how to get it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's what you're all about. For sure.
Exactly.
Definitely hit you on the rebound and
Yeah.
send you a lookbook of what I'm going to be putting out for the fall.
Mhm.
Also, show you the first chapter of the maze, so you can get a better idea of the project that I'm working on.
I'm excited. I'm so happy to be able to drop in today and get a little quick
Hmm.
peek of like what you're working on and the next maze project that you're excited to get out there.
Yeah,
So I'm honored to sit down and chat with you, and we'll definitely have to link up again.
Absolutely. Come by to the open mic every Friday from
Yeah.
6 to 9. It's 141 Flushing,
Mhm.
Flushing Avenue. We're in the Brooklyn Navy Yard, building 77. I'm in suite 1313, 13th floor. And even though I got stuck in the elevator, 13 is not a bad luck number. I don't care what anybody says. But we have documented proof that, yo, listen, I'm gonna say some
Yeah.
prayers.
Yeah.
Listen, there's some shit on me, you know me. So, but but no, but for anybody in your network or anyone that wants to connect with me, you definitely can. If you mind if I drop my info on
Yes,
here? I
please
don't.
do. Yes.
So you could definitely connect to me on my branded page. It's Canvas Design Shop, all one word. On my personal page, Life of Ty, LYFEOFTY. I'm very very responsive, unless you send me something corny, because I'm not responsive at all. Uh, um, and yeah, yoga for Black people. We have it here once a month. The next one is October 21st, from 12:30 to 2:30. Anybody could jump online. I have the tickets in my bio to the Eventbrite, or hit me up direct if you want to be able to secure your space. And if anyone is interested in renting the space or renting the gallery and want to do their own projects, please collab with me, work with, and I'm definitely here to work. I'm going to extend the programming here to include gallery hours, but also to be able to do workshops. Some of those workshops would be very much photography focused, such as product photography, um, intimate lighting photography, and other than the in-studio photography things. But I don't want to introduce it as just a booking. I want to be able to have it as an activity.
Mhm.
So it'll be a photo night. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? My
Yeah.
perfect mind in perfect world. Yo, let me get three dope ass photographers. Let me get 10 influencers. You all come out and we just get all the silly lighting together
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
make it a movie. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I very much am going to turn this space into very much a creative mecca where anybody could come in. We're in a very very beautiful loft space, beautiful city views, beautiful view of Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. I
Mhm.
love, looking at my neighborhood
Oh, wait, I
all
want to
day,
see
every
what's
day.
outside your
Yeah.
window. You got to turn the camera
Oh
around.
man. Uh, I was waiting for you to ask me.
I'm like, come on, turn it around. Oh
So
my
here we at,
God.
right here. So we got Steiner Studios right in the back lot. We got the Navy Yard right over there. You see, that's where they still have the cranes and the shipyard. Looking over here, I got the B2E. Looking at Fort Green, and that's it, man.
I love
You
it.
know,
That's
yeah,
dope.
it's a beautiful space. So anybody that wants to do something here,
Mhm.
holla at me. I'm definitely open. My doors are open to working with creatives of all types.
I love it. I love the, space, and I'm so happy for you, and we'll definitely link up. So I appreciate you. Any last tips and tricks or
Definitely.
anything else you'd like to say to the people?
The mind makes it believable. The grind makes it achievable. Don't give up. Don't never give up on yourself. Whenever you feel like you are alone, or whenever you feel as if this is not really like you can't go any further or do more, that's when you have to just really do more. You know what I mean? It's tough, but at a point where you physically or mentally might be just exhausted, it's nothing to just take a step back and then still attack. Just never, never, never mentally see yourself as defeated. Physically, you can be, but mentally, never. Because mentally, your mental is how you're able to build yourself up stronger, better, smarter, faster,
Exactly.
better. I did not get that from Daft Punk. So, I'm like, and I would say we've been doing it for a couple Fridays, but this one's going to be a pretty decent one. And now I'm introducing it into our programming here. So
Mhm.
I want to advertise it more to performance artists, spoken word artists, anybody that has things they want to get off their chest respectfully.
Mhm.
And maybe even comics. Anybody that really wants to start,
Yeah.
being able to let the world know, or even get things that they need to get off, just get off
Yeah.
course. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah,
Okay. Awesome. Thank you. So we'll definitely link up again if you want to do another one, promote whatever events, and I'm excited for you.
Nah, thank you. Thank you for having me on your platform. Thank you for giving me the space to be able to, just explain what I do. Thank you for bringing me down memory lane. It's really dope. You know what I'm saying? You're an inspiration to all. I wish more people knew about the legend of Linda Chung. Like honestly, because me as a creative, I really watched a lot of your moves, and a lot of like you have a legit playbook. You know
I
what I'm
love it.
saying? You
I
very much
appreciate it.
you know exactly how to pull an event together.
I
So
appreciate it. I appreciate all your words, and I will
yeah, no
say
problem.
thank you so much and have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Talk to you soon. Later.
Later.
How does this work? I'm heading into the elevator to my studio, but I
Okay.
didn't want to be too late. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. I was just getting a book printed of all my new work. I'm doing it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm working on a new project, and I wanted to get a mock-up printed. So
Hmm.
that's why I was like a little behind,
Okay.
and we're on this elevator now. How you
Uh,
doing?
I'm doing good. I'm hustling, you know?
Yeah, I hear that. That's what's up. Looking good. I love the backdrop.
Thank
I love the
you.
decor. All right.
All right. All right.
So
We're
yeah, I
hustling
know
here.
it's been quite some time. Last time I saw you was when you were still doing shows at Image Gallery.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
So that's got to
Hmm.
be what, like almost 3, 4 years, maybe something like that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been quite some time.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you're still creative. You know what I mean? You're still linking up with the
Yeah.
old crew. I saw LaGuardia on here. Peace to
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. You saw his
Yeah.
podcast that I did the other day?
Yeah, I did. You know, he did his art show in my gallery. Um
Oh, yeah?
yeah, yeah, for not this fashion week, but this past the last one in February.
Where's your
Yeah.
gallery?
In the Brooklyn area.
Uh-oh, you're breaking up.
Yeah, hold on, I'm in this
Yeah.
yeah, I'm in this like storage elevator. But yeah, yeah,
Where
man.
is it? In Brooklyn?
Yeah, in the Brooklyn Navy Yard.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
What street is that on?
It's off of Flushing Avenue.
Flushing Avenue. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, cool. Yo, this elevator better not have that. Yo, this will be an exclusive that I'm stuck in the storage elevator of my studio. Like I'm literally stuck. I'm about to get off. This is my floor right here.
Uh-oh, number 13, lucky 13.
So, and now, you see, now look at it. It's going right back down.
Oh my God,
This
it's lucky
offense. Yeah,
13.
this way.
Yeah, that way we look the same and it makes it everything bigger.
Okay, cool. So this is the gallery.
Oh, amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, it's conference room.
Uh-huh.
And this is my messy work desk. So let's not look at that. Let's look at something.
I want to see the
Let's
mess.
look
You know
at
how we see like messy women's bags? I want to see what's in the.
no. No. No, we don't have to do that.
I know. I'm
All
just
right.
kidding.
So I am, yeah.